Something has happened. Eureka smoke of scorched hair and charred flesh. I found a woman burning in a blighted forest far to the west. I remember she was weeping smoke from empty eyes as the flames consumed her, her flesh blackening and crackling from the heat. I think this scrap of red cloth is from your cloak. Yes, it is. Then you can only be Allison Markley. I remember now. You have given me back my name. I am in your debt. Clement Wright said an arrow pinned your cloak to a tree as you fled into the woods. I remember him calling Simon's name as we crept through the forbidden wilds. I turned and saw 3 soldiers coming toward us, and I knew my father had sent them to bring us back. I hissed at them to be silent lest they reveal us to the Indians. But then Simon asked them why they were carrying Indian weapons, and I realized they didn't come to bring us back. It was Clement's arrow that pinned my cloak to that tree. It was my arrow that wounded him. The others were all dead, so I left him there and went to find my sister. Went into the woods to find your sister. I could feel that she was suffering, that she needed me. Nobody believed me. I begged my father to search for her again, to take me with him. He refused. I remember him sitting at his desk by faint lantern light, scribbling fiercely with a quill. I called good night from the doorway. He looked up at me, but did not speak. I knew he was still angry that I had mentioned Tabitha, so I turned away and didn't look back. Okay, so the investigation complete. Clement Wright attacked Allison and Simon Holt. I knew at once they had gone into the Forbidden Wilds, even though I forbade it. Sent those men to make sure they didn't return, for I feared what they might bring back with them. What did you fear they would bring back? The doom of our colony. I was fighting to move here, but I found I was happy here than Fort St. George, for a while at least. Your father sent Clement Wright to kill you and Simon. But why? Why would my own father do such a thing? He claims he feared you would bring back the doom of the colony. Then perhaps he was right. Perhaps I did. What if this is all my fault? What now then? Are we gonna go back to the Forbidden Woods again, or what the heck? Hmm. Um. Testing investigation is all done, so I mean. I just wonder what we are supposed to do now then. I must report to Lord Governor. You attacked Alison Mark and Simon Holt. The Lord Governor said they must be killed with Indian weapons, and they must look like savages. Kill them. I remember Simon Holt pouring powder into the barrel of his musket as fast as he could as I raised my bow and released. And he went stiff and fell sideways, an arrow in his throat. I remember Alison fleeing to the woods, then when the fighting started, I loosed an arrow that caught her cloak and pinned her to a tree. Yanked herself free and kept running. I fought to run her down, but she was waiting just ahead. The shaft struck my knee and my leg buckled. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. An arrow from among the trees. Supposed to be able to find more info about these then? Find all the info about them if that's checked more. Is anything else? No. Nothing more there. There's like nothing more here. Nothing we can do here, so... I wonder what we are supposed to do then. We're supposed to travel back and talk to all these ghosts more, maybe? Hmm. There's like nothing to do then. Hmm. Feels like I'm missing something. I just don't know what though. Hmm. I should see if there is anything more. Hmm. Even one that explains. Yeah, I don't know what else to do then. If there is anything else to do, just like we've done everything we can. We figured out who she is and what happened and so on. So I guess that is all that is supposed to be happening. So we figured out that that was her sister and they got to burn there, but oh, crashing, I think, maybe. And what's the game breaking bug though? Well, we collected everything, so I just wonder if that is it though. It's I think that is it though, that you figured out who she was and so on. And you get a reset, so that would suck. I think the game is crashing now or locked up. But that would be an what a bug to get. Yeah, I think that we are done with the game though. It's locked up now. Can't even kill it. Kill the process. Oh, it died. Yeah, it hasn't done that though. I mean, we found all the clues and we found all the papers and we found everything. So, I mean, we are done with the game. There's nothing more we can do. So the only thing that we failed probably is you're supposed to give her specific notes or those items, you know. So that's it. I mean, it says the investigations is done. The Maiden in Red is Alison Markley. We found her, the Burning Maiden, which probably was his sister. Yeah, so that was it then. It was a long and a brutal story though. Yeah, I mean, we have. The only thing, I don't know if there's something you are supposed to be able to do in the Forbidden Wilds. I mean, we got to Fort Hope, we did everything we can here, and we investigated everything. Got all the totems in every place. I mean, we done everything in the game. Found the parts of in the Forbidden Wilds. Just wonder if you're supposed to be able to make this a daytime in the Forbidden Wilds or not. That is a good question. Heck. Because I think the story-wise, it's just to finally figure out the. For me, it just seems like there should be like a bell in this area, but I don't know. Forbidden Fire. Wow. Bell. Hmm. Yes, yeah. There is supposed to be an ending. Let's see here. He's supposed to tell us to do something here. Let's see. The flag is our family crest. My father decided he would fly it wherever he was in residence as the king does. I find the notion rather presumptuous. Yeah, but what are they supposed to be? Something here I'm supposed to do, though. Hmm. There is supposed to be. Let's see this. I thought I'd done. Where's my father? Where did you last see him? In a field. I remember him clutching his scabbard to him. I saw that it was damaged. He was whispering something important. Is it shaved from his scabbard? Yes. And you are Isabel Emery? Yes. Maybe we have missed something. No, there is something you're supposed to do. You're gonna see here. We're gonna see if I've done. It just seems weird though if it would end like this. It's like, doesn't feel like a true real ending. I mean. Oh, we figure out who she is then. Yeah, exactly. So I'm missing something. So let's see here. I thought I did this already. Where's Tabitha? Who is Tabitha? My daughter was sitting beside their bedside. Allison was asleep already, but Tabitha seemed restless. Brushed the hair from her face and she smiled at me. I hummed a lullaby I had sung since they were both girls, and soon she was fast asleep. Topa nodded off sitting there, for I woke shivering in the dark, and then I realized Tabitha was gone. I found no trace of her. The Sentry swore they had not seen her. Her clothing was gone. My husband rode into the forest to search for her, but he could not find her. He recognized this locket. It's mine. Then you must be Philippa Markland. Yes. What happened to you? I remember telling my husband that I wanted to see Tabitha again. He said she was never coming home. I wonder if I missed talking to some of these. I don't see that one. There is an ending. There's something I'm missing. Question is just what though? Seems like I'm missing talking to some of these. Is your scabbard? Then you're Roger Emery. Yes, I remember. What happened? Emery leaned close to me. She was crying. I told her to smile for me. I reached out to wipe away her tears. It took all my courage, all my strength. Woman's scarf, crusted with dry blood. Your father remembers wiping away your tears. He told me to smile. He told me to be strong. I found this bloody scarf. Remember kneeling over him where he lay face down in the dirt. I pulled off my scarf and pressed it against the wound to try to stop the blood from spilling out of him. I was clutching his scabbard to him. I saw that it was damaged and that his sword was still sheathed. He hadn't even drawn it. He was whispering something important. Was the name of his murderer. I begged him not to die, but he was already gone. After a time, I drew out his sword and walked up the path to the fort to kill Oswald Ford. Isabel Emery tried to kill you? She did. I remember the men pulling her away from me. The blade of the rapier had struck my belt, which spared me a more grievous wound, but the pain was still immense. Isabel cursed me as a murderer and a coward. Remember how when I thrust my sword into Roger Emery's spine, he dropped his scabbard and the shape broke off. I told him it was bad luck, for he was a handsome scarab. Then I pulled my blade free and watched him drop to his knees. I told him that if you mean to duel a man you deem a coward and a cur, you should keep your guard up lest you seek to give you a dishonorable death. Then I left him there and walked back to the fort. Isabel must have found him before he died. When I kicked away the stool she was standing on, the rope went taut and she swung from the gate, slowly strangling. She opened her hand and a shape from her father's scabbard fell to the ground. I told her to cheer up, for her father would be glad to see her. I wanted her to look at me, but she wouldn't. I wanted to see in her eyes. I think I see what we okay, I see what we've been missing here. Yeah, okay. I see. Okay, I see we've been missing some stuff here then. So what we needed to do with all these ghosts and stuff is we need to talk with one spirit, and then we need to also talk to the ghosts. Oh crap! I need to go make it night first. So we need to check what have happened. Talk to the spirit about them. We have to go to the place again. Talk to the actual spirit that's there. Now I need to go here and I need to talk to this spirit that's there. So we need to finish all these investigations which we haven't done. Heal up for them. So been thinking a little bit wrong about the whole thing. We never really finished all the investigation from all these spirits and ghosts, what happened to them. All the spirits, I should say. So these rafts and shadows. No, I couldn't kill him. I couldn't kill him, Barnaby Burden. Why did you want to kill him? Remember pulling his arm, telling him to come with me, saying we must hurry. Men are coming to kill James Markley, to punish him for sending those men to the haunted place. But Barnaby Burden pushed me away and ran to ring the bell. He was shouting to warn them. I started crying. I ran out the gate and down the hill. I heard him call my name, but I kept running. Is this your father, Nicholas? Yes, then you must be Amon. I remember. What happened after you ran from the fort? He chased me, calling my name. I kept running, but there was a bad smell, a bad place. I didn't want to go there. I knew Barnaby Burden was close, so I picked up a stick and hid myself. When he passed by, I attacked him. He took the stick from me, so I hit him with my hands. I bit him. He pushed me away and I attacked him again. That is all I remember. On a tree branch with dry blood clotted on the sharper end. Let me go up here and talk to the raft and finish this one off. Let's heal up. A Manute attacked you with this branch. It flew at me from the underbrush, shrieking and howling. I tried to console her. She was inconsolable. I pushed her away, but she kept lunging at me. And suddenly her fury ceased. I remember seeing that the branch was stuck into her. She had impaled herself on it as she flung herself at me. She was gasping. She looked so frightened, so vulnerable. I had never seen her like that. Great sorrow washed over me. I pulled the branch free, but it had caught in her entrails. It came shaking, snaking out of the wound. It took a long time for her to die. I stayed with her until the end. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing wrong here. Okay, so we need to just quickly go back in these places and finish it up. Okay, so the outline, we need to go here. Hey, well, I hope I figured out what I did. Why it isn't ending. Oh yeah. We have to go here. Oh. I have to go here. Oh yeah, bring it on. Fools. Okay, so we need to talk to all the shadows again. That's the problem. We need to get here, talk to this shadow, get all the information, talk to this shadow, then go back up here, talk to the Raph, and then the investigation is finished. Oops. I thought I was done after just talking like that in the beginning, you know, talk to the shadow, we found the spot, but you actually need to finish the investigation, then it's done. I must apologize to Lewis. I must tell him I'm sorry for making him angry. Is this you, Woolshaw? Yes. So you must be Catherine Archer. Yes. What happened to you? I couldn't breathe. Hands were choking me. I tried to pull them away, but they were too strong. I grabbed his finger and twisted as hard as I could. His voice cried out, savage and guttural, and his grip loosened. I clambered away and ran. I realized I was holding his ring. It must have come off in my hand. And a golden ring inlaid with 3 small rubies from the sides was likely worn by a man. Now we go down here. More. There's not a ghost here though. Okay, so I guess there isn't one here. Maybe near somewhere. Let's talk to this Raph here. You recognize this gold ring? It is mine. I told Catherine she must stay away from Jeffrey Hunt. She said she would not. I remember yelling at her then, but still she argued, so I struck her. She was in tears. She ran out of the house. I was seething with anger. Now, go down here. See if there's a ghost here now then. Who are you? A stone knife. Dry blood is caked on the blade. You killed her in the end, huh? You recognize this stone knife? I remember now. I remember staring down at Catherine, wondering how it had come to this, wondering what I had done, what I had failed to do. Saw that she was clutching my gold ring, the one Jeffrey Hunt had taken from me when I told him never to hurt her again. He seized my arm and pulled the ring off, saying next time I threaten him, it will cost me more than a trinket. Remember him writhing on the ground and moaning in agony. I could see he was dying, but I stayed with him until the end to make sure. Left his knife in the wound so that it would be thought that Indians had killed him. I would not have to answer for his death. Okay. So that one all done, and then we have this place. So, well, glad I figured out what I did. What we were missing, at least. I think I need to go and talk to that ghost out there. Or shadow, I should say. So we have this shadow we need to talk to. I think they're undead outside here. Hey, CJ. We are solving different mysteries and whatever happened to people. Oops. I told the wrong way. No. And now this is nighttime, so it's just very dark right now, but otherwise it's very bright. You can play the game in color if you want to. Isn't it a sign? Because there's nobody else to talk to, Hedda. Missing somebody else here. Let's see. Okay, it's somebody in the front. Yeah. Why did he forsake me? Who? The master. Who do you mean? Mr. Hammond. Tobias. You're Emma Clark? Yes, I remember now. Calvin Stevens saw you standing by the fence with bloody hands when his wife was trampled. I remember walking back toward the ford through the woods with Tobias. He cried out suddenly and drew his pistol. I was terrified, but it was only a hare we had started from the brush. Tobias took aim and fired, but the shot didn't kill it. It was screaming and breathing horribly, so I ran to it and wrung its neck so it would not suffer. I wiped my hands on the leaves, but I couldn't get the blood off. After that, I walked back alone so we would not be seen together. Emma's hands were stained with rabbit blood. The smell must have spooked the horse. Yet only that morning, Winifred told me the girl had stolen a child and bewitched a gentleman of the colony. What happened cannot have been chance. whose child was stolen? Charity Hammonds, and it was her husband who was the witch. She testified to it. Okay, now we have to go up there, I think. I assume. You testified that Emma stole your child and bewitched your husband? I only told the truth that I lost the child I was carrying shortly after Emma came to work with me, and that I was desperate to conceive again, but Tobias would not lie with me. In the end, he gave Emma what should have been mine. She was pregnant. You didn't claim it was witchcraft? No, though I didn't claim it wasn't. It was Tobias who truly sealed her fate, saying that he had been snared by her sorcery and led into iniquity against his will. When he killed himself, some said it was her curse still on him. It was only guilt for betraying her. Okay, so now we have to get up there, I guess. Nope. Oh. But stuff back up there again. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. Sure. I still hear her screams. I can't escape them. Whose? Emma's. I prayed it would end quickly, but it did not. I prayed for mercy, but there was none. You are Tobias Hammond. Yes, you testified against Emma. I remember their faces when they came for her. They thought they had found the root of our ills. I could see that they would not be swayed. I could not save her. If I tried, I too would be swept away, hung as an admitted adulterer. Charity Hammond never mentioned witchcraft, for she did not believe that Emma used sorcery. Yet she did not protest when others accused the girl. Could she have truly been so spiteful? Tobias Hammond only testifies against Emma to save himself for being punished for adultery. He took his own life soon after she was executed, answering one act of selfish cowardice with another. Okay, that was it. Why did you let Emma die? I remember our eyes met for just a moment through the congregation. I called out to her, but she couldn't hear over the shouting and chanting. Then the flames rose up and she started to scream, and I found myself hoping that all would be just as it was before she came into our lives. And there's some evil people, man. I see something that we missed. There's something way up there. Okay. So that's Fort St. George done. We need to go here. See if it's... Don't crash now. It was here it crashed last time. For some reason. Now this place. Well, when I got my new graphics card, I got myself a 1440p monitor at the same time. Oh, this is a dumb thing. I don't understand why you can't get over to the sentry post now. Such a dumb thing. That's the game where how it's locks up when traveling back and forth between these places. I mean, it's still working. It's just it's not locked up either, so I don't understand. Well, depends on which one you're going for. It's such a long time for to kill it too. Why doesn't he want to get in there now then? What if I have to lower settings again for it? Go to Fort Henry then. Oh wait. Go to the fort and ring the bell, my dingus. Okay, now it just crashed instantly instead. Well, guess we do the set the graphic settings to minimum again then. This game? No, it's just an old game. Well, been around for a while. It's just buggy. And they never bother fixing it. It has a lot of issues. You just have to, for some reason, go out and fix the... But that was weird. That one didn't care about the material's quality though. We had it on high only. was weird. Need to... Well... Make it night. Over here. Potato aim. Must report to the captain. Is this your flute? It is. The name must be Edmund Goddam. Yes, you're giving me back my name. Very good reward, so you showed him a Spanish encampment. I remember pointing through the brush to where the Spaniards were gathered around their fire. We counted 24 men at least. I showed him the map I found lying in the grass. The wind must have carried it away from the camp. He looked very grey when he saw it. I suddenly thought to ask him what he was doing so far from the fort. What did he say? That he always loved hearing me playing the flute. Okay. Back. Which one, Lisa, is it? Not you. Edmund Goddam found this map near a Spanish encampment. I remember now, we met by chance near Dodds Hill. It was nearly dark. He said he had found the Spanish encampment and showed me where it was. Then he showed me this map. He said we must report to Captain Eastgrove. You were concerned about the map? Because I drew it. Why? I'm a Catholic, though I had to swear I wasn't to come here. My duty is to the Pope in Rome, not to a heretic king, and to my mom at home. We can live easier with those Spanish coins I gave her. Edmund Goddam didn't return from patrol because of that man. I knew I couldn't let him come back to Fort Henry or I would be hung for sure. But it made me sad to think I would never hear him playing that flute again. God damn it. All these people are the evil bastards. Okay, so now we need to go there. To this shadow. You too, buddy. Yeah, you know, you would drift off as usual, Glorian, snoring away. Oh, what a miss. Oh, come on. Turn his head just as I shot and missed his head. Oh. Where's John? Who is John? My son. Where did you last see him? My husband, carrying him through the gate. I was so relieved to see them. So happy. Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. This topaz necklace is yours? Yes, then you are Martha Eastgrove. Remember now, you have given me back my name. What happened to you? Remember staring at the barrel of a pistol, fearful but strangely calm, and I began to pray. So he killed his wife then. Martha is anxious about your son. She was so desperate with worry as was I. A group of us went into the woods to search for him. Then I heard Gregory Ward calling out to him and I knew he was safe. She remembers you carrying him through the gate. I was telling me he mustn't play outside by himself for there are many dangers in these woods. I told him he must never make his mother worry. Do you recognize this pistol? I remember taking it from my son's hand, pulling open his fingers when he refused to let go, telling him he must never use it without my permission. Found a pistol near Martha's remains. It was missing when I woke. I was panicked, ran outside and shouted for the sentry. He had just come on duty, so I woke Gregory Ward to ask him what he had seen during his watch. What did he say? I can't remember. William Isker woke you to ask you what you had seen during your watch. I told him his wife left the fort saying she was going for a short walk. I thought it strange that she was wearing a fine necklace for such an occasion. He remembers you calling out John's name when you were searching in the woods. I spied a boy in a clearing aiming a pistol at a tree. He pulled the trigger but nothing happened. So he went to peer into the barrel. I was shouting at him by then, running toward him as fast as I could. I don't remember hearing you shot, just the smoke was obscuring him. Oh, damn. Your son accidentally shot himself. I remember now, a group of us went into the woods to search for him. I heard Gregory Ward calling out to him and knew he was safe. Then a shot rang out. I remember taking my pistol from my son's hand, pulling open his fingers when he refused to let go, telling him he must never use it with my permission. And then I closed his eyes and went to tell Martha that our son was dead. I remember carrying him through the gate, telling him he mustn't play outside by himself and there are too many dangers in these woods. I told him he must never make his word. So I saw her relieved, smiling, crumbling into despair. Gregory Ward says that Martha left the fort early, wearing her topaz necklace. I knew what she meant to do, why she had taken my pistol, why she had worn that necklace. I was running through the woods when I heard a shot, just like before. She took her own life? That's why I buried her there, so that chaplain would not speak of her as a sinner bound for damnation. I did not want her to be thought of that way. How did you explain her disappearance? I told the truth, that she wandered into the woods and never came home. Damn, these are some fucked up stories, man. Okay, let's see if we can get into that area now, or if I have to change the settings again. Let's see, center post, because there's never been a problem getting here before, so... It went past that part at least, so let's see, it worked. Okay, so from this direction it worked just fine. Okay, we need to make it night. Nothing to talk to you about. No, we need to see. Skeleton. Let's go here first and see. Seem to be a shadow here. So, okay, let's see if it's up there. Doesn't seem to be this one either. Would be in here otherwise. That means we have to get all the way down there. So we go here then. Thief escape. What? Yeah, that was something new. Who are you? An adorned, inexpensive looking sheet for a large knife. That means now we have to go here. Go to Raph. Found this knife sheet where the Indian girl was killed. I remember watching Isaac Cantor draw his knife. He had the girl pinned to the ground. She wasn't even struggling. Just looking at him. I was begging him to let her go, but he stabbed her so hard I heard the blade scrape the rocks under her. Why did he have to do that? Okay, so now it's one of these two we have to go to. Let me check this one first. Why did they kill the captain? What do you mean? The savages, why did they blame him? He never touched the girl. This knife sheet yours? It is. Then you're Isaac Cantrell. That's right, I remember now. You killed an Indian girl. The captain swore he would hang any man that ravished a savage woman. She would have told someone what was done to her. You raped her? You both did, me and Samuel. What happened to you? Remember Savage showing me a finger with a ring on it. It's the captain's ring. So I asked why he killed him, and he says revenge for his sister. I tell him the captain never touched her. It was me. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground and he was plunging his knife down again and again. And do we go back here first? See. You raped the Indian girl. I suppose I did. I can remember her lying there watching me. Why me? Why not Isaac? She was naked except for one shoe. She was bleeding bad from where Isaac stabbed her. She was trying to say something, but all that came out of her mouth was bloody bubbles. I didn't like the way she was staring at me, so I ran away. Richard Wilkinson was killed in retaliation for what was done to her. They wanted revenge, but he told them he would find the culprit himself and see him hanged in accordance with the English law. So now we need to go up there. I sent those men to die. Which men? The soldiers under my command, they died because of me, because I sent them out of the fort. I said the Englishmen shouldn't cower behind walls. This helmet yours? Yes, then you are Captain Wilkinson. Yes, I am Richard Wilkinson. What happened to you? I could feel myself screaming, but I heard nothing. So much pain I couldn't breathe. One of the savages opened my visor, leering at me, holding something up so that I could see it. It was a hand. It wore my ring. I realized I was screaming again. I was sinking into darkness. I let it go. This was what I deserved. You called Samuel Mello the coward. I saw him on the ground. I thought he would thrown himself down in fear. I apologized afterward. He said their blood was on my hands. He said it should have been my blood. I told Richard Wilkinson it should have been his blood that was spilled. And I made certain that it was. I remember I was whittling it to the time. I was anxious, wondering whether he would return after I told those savages that it was him that raped and killed the girl. He was late coming back. Okay. We have more to do at Fort Hope, let's see. Save just in case, because Fort Hope is one of those places where wouldn't load in. But I thought because it crashed and it didn't save this part. Because we did this thing. Well. Seems you have two daughters. I did once, but Tabitha is not my daughter anymore. I cast her out from our family. Why? She ran off to the savages. And that's why you said she wasn't coming home. Philippa confessed that she knew Tabitha was fond of a savage boy. That Tabitha had made a pendant from an arrowhead he had given her. She sometimes left the fort with him alone without chaperone or escort. My wife had hidden these things from me. She had lied to me. I bound her to a tree deep in the forest where no one would hear her screaming when the beast came for her. I told her it was a price of treason. What man. These people, man, what the heck? But I don't get it now. There is still something we need to do though. Okay, let's see here. Mute. And talk to her. Your father said that Tabitha ran off to the Indians. Tabitha was very taken with an Indian boy. She sometimes snuck away to see him, but she always returned. Is this Tabitha's arrowhead pendant? Yes, she wore it always, though she was careful to keep it hidden from our father, knowing he wouldn't approve. I found it near the burning woman. She wasn't burning when I found her. What happened? I remember staggering through the woods, faint from fear and grief, knowing she was near, for her sorrow called to me. I remember that I stumbled and fell. I think I cried out, for the ground was strewn with dead birds. I looked around me and beheld the rotting carcasses of rabbits and deer and other beasts of the wood. Then I saw an Indian child and her mother clinging to each other in death. Beyond them were more corpses, their flesh blackened, their eyes clouded, their faces twisted in fear. I forced myself to walk on despite my horror, picking my way among the dead, choking on the stench of corruption. At least I saw a pillar ahead of me. Someone was bound to it, a woman. Head lolled forward, her naked body stained with the blood that had spilled across her. I knew at once it was Tabitha. I stood before her, reeling from the ache of her despair and my own. I raised her face and saw that her throat had been cut open. I looked around at all the helpless creatures, beasts and men, drawn by the ache of her suffering and then drowned by it. I could feel the darkness spreading out from her, feeding on the hope it swallowed up. I knew it would never stop, that it would only grow more ravenous. I wept for a long time, then I began to gather the branches and pile them at the base of the pillar. I said a prayer and lit a fire, feeding the clothing that had been stripped from her into the flames. As the flames rose up and consumed her, my prayers became pleas. As her flesh blackened and cracked from the heat and dark smoke streamed from my eyes, I begged her to find peace. I begged her to let go of her torment before it consumed us all. And then I felt her anguish become anger. The ache of betrayal became the shrieking of scorn and vengeance. The trees withered and all that her fury touched turned to cinders. The dead things and the living were burned away. Those who had hurt her, those who had abandoned her, those who had loved her, all except me. Your father killed your mother. That cannot be. She didn't tell him that Tabitha was in love with an Indian. Didn't think she knew. I have a gift for you. What is it? This arrowhead that your sister wore as a pendant. Why are you giving this to me? To remind you of Tabitha's happiness. That is most thoughtful of you. This bloody arrow that wounded Clement Wright. Why you give me this foul thing? Remind you of your courage. It's well intended for it, though you might have rinsed it first. This scrap of cloth from your cloak. Why are you giving it to me? In case you wanted to patch the tear. I already have, but it was thoughtful of you. This corn cob. It's all been gnawed clean. Why are you giving this to me? Thought seeing it might stir fond memories. I suppose thought is well intended, but it seems I don't have any fond memories of gnawed corn cobs. This feather necklace belonged to Amina, the daughter of the Indian king. I remember her wearing it. Why are you giving it to me? To honor her memory, for she died tragically. Or, in case you want to deliver it to her tribe. Don't know if that any of them survived, but it was a worthy sentiment. This Indian headdress, why you give it to me? In case there's a chance to return it to its owner or his family. It's rather bulky to carry around. I shall leave it here, and they can come and claim it if they so desire. Silver locket that belonged to your mother. It is a precious gift. You have my thanks. This gold ring. Why are you giving to me? It can easily be parted. It can easily be bartered. Most practical notion. This reed flute belonged to Edmund Goddam. I thought you might enjoy learning to play it. You should practice dutifully, but only when you're out of earshot. Necklace of gold and topaz that belonged to Martha Eastgrove. Very beautiful the way you're giving it to me. It can be bartered. Troubles me to think of trading away someone's belongings, but it also troubles me to think of tossing away something so finely crafted when it could be passed along to someone else who might treasure it. Okay. All the items, okay. I have learned the fate of her wrath. What did you learn? Martha Eastgroves shot herself in grief over the accidental shot of her son. Doing so, she doubled her husband's grief and made him bear it alone. I think she was very selfish. Gregory Ward killed Edmund Goddam so that he would not be exposed as a Catholic spy. To be a spy is to be a constant liar. One cannot be a liar and a servant of God, to say nothing of being a murderer as well. Samuel Mellor blamed the crime he participated in on his captain, partly to avenge the needless death of his comrades and partly to hide his own guilt. I would think that a man who finds himself regretting his own deeds would be forgiving of the mistakes of others. Charity Hammond allowed her maidservant to burn as a witch because her husband made her pregnant. Can it be that she fought 2 lives were a fair trade for her shame and sorrow? She was gravely mistaken. Louis Orchard killed the man who killed his sister. Then he made himself a murderer to avenge a murder. He prized his desire for vengeance above his neighbor's desire for order and justice. Osborne fought cheated in a duel against Roger Embry to avenge his pride. How can a man avenge his pride by sullying it? Seems Isabel Embry was hanged for trying to kill Ford with her father's blade. Though I pity her, it was foolish of her to think she would please her father by resorting to treachery when it was treachery that killed him. Barnaby Barding killed Amanut, though it seems he did not mean to. I imagine there can be no greater grief. Okay. Alison found Tabitha in the Forbidden Wilds. When Tabitha vanished, I rode into the woods to search for her. I found her on her way to their village. It did not take long to get the truth from her. She was tied naked to a post. I stripped away her clothing so that the swell of her belly might be clearly observed. A child sold by a savage. A savage gave herself to willingly. To cut her throat? Yes, so that the shame she brought upon me might be ended. I left it there so the tribe would know we would soon kill our women and let them be touched by savages, even our own daughters. That guy is just a totally real. Your father killed Tabitha. I feared he would say that. I think I already knew. I felt her dying, so much pain, so much fear, but she was so desperate to live. She was pregnant. Oh God, but how can it be? She never told me. I suppose that's why she was crying. She didn't think I could understand. And so she ran away, knowing she couldn't stay here. That must be why my father was so angry, why he couldn't just bring her home. He must have blamed Mother. He must have told himself that it was her fault that he had to kill Tabitha. What about Tabitha? I believe her torment is feeding off the fear and anguish of those who remain here. Freeing the rafts you have met may help to quell her wrath. Is there some way you can convince them to let go of which keeps them here? You must try. If you choose to go to her without releasing them, I expect you will find it a harder task to reason with her. Okay, so we need to talk to all these now, huh? You must not remain here any longer. I wish Philippa had come to me with the truth when there was still time to save Tabitha. I wish I could look up from my desk and see my daughters in the doorway, both of them the good girls they once were. Loyal and dutiful to their father, not led by weakness and selfishness into folly or betrayal. I wish there had been no cause to punish them. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the anger and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. You must not remain here any longer. I wish Roger Emery had picked a different man to torment with his insults and scorn, or that they had not stung me so keenly. Anything so that Isabel never had cause to pick up her father's blade and come for me. Wishing one changed what has already come to pass. Release the guilt and resentment that bind you here and be at peace. Okay, so now we have to go and do this with all the places, huh? Fort Hope, okay, let's go to Fort Henry and we go from there. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I had found my son a moment sooner, that his fingers had still been warm when I pried the pistol from his hand, that I could have handed over a chastened boy to his mother rather than laying a corpse at her feet. Wish I could find Martha on a hillside on a warm and pleasant morning. Want her to be smiling and for us to sit side by side holding each other's hands and talking about our son who is not dead. Wishing one changed the past or salve your sorrows. Release the anguish that binds you here and be at peace. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could have listened to Edwin playing his flute by the cook fire. I wish he hadn't seen me as he came around Dodd's Hill. If only I saw him first and hid in the shrubs until he passed. If only I didn't kill him. If this cannot be undone, release the regrets that bind you here and be at peace. Okay, so sentry post. Do. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I could meet that girl in the woods again, only this time we just pass her by. If she stares at me, it's curiosity and not because I heard her. I wish I could look up from my whittling and see the captain coming through the gate with his arms full of firewood. The harm you did cannot be undone. Release the guilt that binds you here and be at peace. Okay, so now we will get over here. This might not work. We'll see. Please work now. Okay, so we have to just lower all the quality of the graphical settings again. Do it the easy way just to get over there. This area. Do save and quit. Sometimes having her on high there is enough, but sometimes not. It's so weird. You must not remain any longer. I wish I could see Emma through the congregation in front of the church. I want our eyes to meet and for us to smile at each other. No shouting or chanting or screams. I even wish I could see her heavy with child, because any infant would be a gift in this place. Any joy would be a blessing. Do not make your choices. Let go of your guilt that binds you here and be at peace. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could call to my wife and see her waving to me, but this time the horse doesn't scream or rear up, and Winifred is still beaming when I reach her. This time, even if Emma is there at the fence, there is no blood on her hands. Our hands are all clean. Do not change what happened. Let go of the sorrow and guilt that bind you here and be at peace. Okay, so just in case. Go through outlying settlement. Must not remain here any longer. I wish I had the courage to kill Jeffrey Hunt after the first time I saw him hurt Catherine. I wish I could watch him writhing on the ground, grasping at the stone knife in the base of his neck, his eyes wide with disbelief and fear, both of us knowing he would never hurt her again. It is useless to wish for what cannot be. Let go of the guilt and anger that bind you here and be at peace. Deep forest. Must not remain here any longer. Wish I had let Manuta lead me away from the fort. That we had fled into the woods, running until we couldn't continue and falling to the ground side by side. I wish I could kneel beside her, brushing the hair from her face, thinking how beautiful she is, how full of life. Cannot change what happened. I go to regret the binds her here and be at peace. Question now though, do I need to go I need to talk to the shadows too, or let me just check and see. Based on this. Thought it was just the rafts, but I might have mistaken that we need to talk to all of them. Let's see. You must not remain here long. I wish I could hurt Barnaby burning as he hurt me. You cannot change what happened. Go up the hurt and hang in the banjo and be at peace. Okay, so we have to. Oh my god, so I have to do all of that crap too. Oh. Tedious. I thought it was enough with all the rafts only. But no, you had to talk to them all. Oh crap. I have to go all the way to Fort Henry. Make a night first. Derp. Three skeletons now. Yeah, blah blah blah. I wish I could be the one to tell Captain Isco of the Spaniards to have him praise me for my service to the colony. His future wish for the world can never be. Release along in the bunch here and be at peace. Gate. Yeah, I wish I could hold my son again. I want to hear him call to me. I want to see him running through the tall grass, laughing, his hair golden in the bright sunlight. This use is so long for which can never be. Release along and serve the bunny here and be at peace. Okay. Alright then, I thought I just had to release the rafts, not the everybody. Yeah. Yeah, the oh. God damn it, Jim. That's not gonna work. I have to make it night first. My tongue's flying. It's almost 1 a.m. To remain here longer, I wish the girl had run away at the sight of us, that she had known to fear dogs such as us. I wish she was safe with her family. Cannot undo the harm we caused, release the guilty bunch here and be at peace. To remain here any longer, I wish I could look across the yard and see all the men gathered around the fires, joking or arguing or sulking, but alive. If only I had chosen their lives over pride and honor. Choice cannot be unmade, but release the guilt and serve the bunny here and be at peace. Okay. I wonder why that one is still up there. Work, or is it going? God damn it. Why does St. George have to be such a shit place? Teleport to. Have to make it minimum here. Probably some other settings you can use there, but okay, let me save and quit. Okay, I wish I could walk back from the woods beside Tobias with no cause for guilt or fear. It's his wife and not his shameful secret. I wish our children could run beside us laughing. It is futile to pine for what could never be. Release the sorrow and longing to bind you here and be at peace. We have to run all the way up there. You're wondering why this marker is still there. Does not remain here any longer. I wish I could take it all back, that I could say that Emma is no witch and that she did nothing wrong, but the guilt is all mine. Anything to have her, never heard her screams. It's useless to regret choice that cannot be unmade. Release the guilt and start the bunny here and be at peace. Oh, some of them deserves to be tormented, but done this one. It's just this marker is just stuck there. But I thought I better check it. Let's see. We continue just in case it crashes again. The outlying settlement. We need to go and get that one. We need to go here to make a night first. Oh wait, no, it's not this place. It's night up here. personal remain. I wish I had never made anyone angry. No one ever had to hurt me. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the guilt and shame that bind you here and be at peace. Okay. Okay, we have the forest we're done with, so it's just Fort Hope we need to travel around. We can just as well go to the western gate and go there, and then back up. Oh, crashed though. Oh. Why am I thinking I can just go where I want to when I have to always make it night first? Oh. I have to do this, but then I have to, because I made her go away. It's her sisters that made everybody become these spirits and shadows that are still around here. Yeah, I need to make sure that they move on before I go and talk to her sister. I wish I could have seen Oswin Ford die in front of me. I want to watch the blood flow out of him like the blood flowed out of my father. I want him to pay for what he did. It is futile to wish for things that cannot come past. Release the anger and sorrow to bind you here and be at peace. Yeah, I did it wrong to begin with. I didn't know with all these investigation I had to talk to them several times back and forth. So I made a little bit of a... Didn't get that one. I thought I talked to the ref and gave the information what happened. But nope. I actually had to go and talk to the shadows again. To get even more information, and now I have to go and release everybody. Well, that's what she recommends that I do. She doesn't say I have to do it, but... You can only see these shadows and spirits during nighttime, so... I wish I could sit beside my daughter's bedside again, humming the lullaby I sang since they were children. I wish I could brush the hair from their faces and watch them sleep, and that when I woke in the morning, they would both still be there. Cannot change for the Lord come to pass. Release the anguish that binds you here and be at peace. Yep, we have only one more. Yeah, when it's nighttime, it's a little bit more weird noises and stuff. You can also listen to sounds, but nighttime you really don't hear much. During daytime you can hear sounds, but there's like nothing to listen to right now. But if you crouch, they have a harder time to notice you. And hear you. Oops. Missed. So you have charms that you can find that makes it even harder for them to notice you. Yeah, you can have 3 weapons, and there's a little bit of a variation. But there's a longbow and the warrior bow that you can use too, but I'm going with these 3. Yeah, it's funny crossbow to be better than the longbow. It's best to use stealth, because if you shoot with a musket or pistol, you make noise, and then it attracts enemies from far away. You kind of get surrounded, and then it's like, time to start running in circles. I can sever the bonds that keep you here and set you free. I wish I could wipe away my daughter's tears, that I could see her smiling and carefree like she was before we came here. It's useless to wish for things to be other than they were. Release the guilt and worry that bind you here and be at peace. Okay, then we are done here. Back up to Fort Hope. Don't need to, but I'm gonna find that one. Let's see. What you're doing is working, but she's still too angry to approach. You must conceive the other rafts to depart. There is one more raft, I think. There's none here. Yeah, all down here. All down here. All down here. All down in this area. The forest we're all done. There's one more raft, and it's this one in the ambush site. Let's go there, and then we go back to... Yeah. Must report to the Lord, you must not remain here any longer. Wish my arrow had pierced Alison's heart. I want to go back to Fort Hope, knowing the Lord Governor would be pleased that I did as I was told. You did it well. Fate spared you from doing more harm than you did. Let go of regrets, you bind you here and be at peace. The Exorcist achievement, huh? All raids released. All lost souls released. Okay, so save. I think now we have to go and... let's see if we can get to Fort Hope now, or if we will crash again. Yeah, but unfortunately running in circle doesn't always work, because they kind of have like perfect target aim, so they don't miss really. So they will just hit you no matter where you do, what you do. I have freed them all. If Fury has lesson, perhaps it's enough that you can speak to her like you spoke to the others. Perhaps you can discover what keeps her here. Perhaps you can set her free. Okay. Oh. There's nothing we can do here now, right? I got the bell parts, I guess. So it's interesting. They don't tell you where she is. It doesn't show on the map anymore. Yeah, like the marking on your... Up there, burning site, that's where you need to go. Oh, what the heck did I miss? I don't understand how that missed. What? He is gonna keep on coming. Oops. You done? Peter? Father, he is gone. You betrayed him. No, he betrayed you. Then why am I being punished? You cannot undo what was done. You must surrender your regrets and be at peace. I only want to forget that my child is dead inside me, never to be born. I long to sleep without dreaming, never to awaken. Then forget and sleep, for you must not remain here. Cannot be free, she will not let me. Allison? I want to fall into darkness, never to surface, but she won't release me. Then I must convince her to. That means we need to go to Fort Hope then. Yep. Fill ammo. Spoke to her. It seems she is bound here by you. We were born together. Must we also die together? That seems this is like a. I don't think so. How can she be freed while I live? You must release her. How can I? She's my sister. I cannot scour her so easily from my memory, nor would I. For I would rather die than forget her. You don't have to forget her. And what must I do? You must say goodbye to her. I think I understand very well. I'm ready to leave when you are. On attack. I will join you when I can. Be careful. Don't worry. Ah! Press 3. Okay. Forbidden Village. Oh. It's actually daytime here now. Starting sites. Boom, 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 boom. Tabitha Markey, beloved sister. Glad to see you safe. I laid you to rest. I thought I should be the one to do it. You've already done more than enough. It never occurred to me that I would have to live without her someday. Or that I could. I mean, we were always inseparable. Did I mention we were twins? I wish it could have been me, that I had been the one to suffer in her place, that she had lived. Please forgive me. For what? So that means the betrayer, huh? She betrayed us. She betrayed everybody in the end. Yeah, that was an interesting journey, I must say. A weird one at that point. Reach the end of the adventure, but you're free to continue to explore. Nothing to explore, you're all done.